So, what are the issues for social dialogue? What is social dialogue dealing with? Usually, the issues for social dialogue are written down in laws, have a legal framework. Let's say you find in most member states with a strong social dialogue, let's say Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, Austria, you find business laws as a basis for this autonomous bilateral level social dialogue. And sometimes you'll find a legal framework for the trilateral social dialogue. Here I want to mention the Netherlands, who have a legal basis for their trilateral social dialogue. But what are the issues? They do differ between the workplace level, sectoral level, cross-industry, national level, regional level. Social dialogue is working in the European Union itself. It provides European regulations. We have some stages of social dialogue. Social dialogue can be only existing of getting information or delivering opinions, and the highest stage is engaging the social partners in decision making and in the implementation of made decisions. On enterprise level, this bipartite social dialogue usually is in concern with the working conditions, with employment issues and co-decision, and is there compliance with the legal rules for, let's say, working time regulations, regulations concerning health and safety on working place. Here, the elected representatives of the workers of a certain enterprise are in place to look after the compliance with the legal rules. In some member states, especially in Germany and in Austria, you'll find that the elected representatives of the workers of a business are represented in the boards of joint stock companies, and in that case they are in place to make co-decisions for the whole enterprise. On enterprise level, the works councils, the elected representatives of the workers, of course, look, is our wages paid by the owner of the enterprise, by the enterprise, are they in line with the collective agreements? And in some cases, let's say in case of mass dismissals, also these works councils can negotiate on collective agreement on enterprise level. Here you see bipartite social dialogue on enterprise level is concentrated on labor law issues, more or less, individual or collective labor law. On sectoral level, again, we have a concentration on wages and working conditions on sectoral level by collective bargaining. If you look back to the slide with the intense social dialogue, high intensity social dialogue, low intensity social dialogue, the member states which are signed by a high intensity labor social dialogue, here strong umbrella organizations on both sides of the table, on business and labor side, are able to set out frameworks for the wage negotiations on sectoral level. That means that there is a national-wide consultation of wage policy, and that's really an asset to react on the economic cycle, economic uprise, economic downturn can be accomplished by appropriate wage policy from the social partners. Cross-industry and national social dialogue is concentrated on labor and labor market related issues and regulations, is concentrated on social security regulations and issues concerning health care, care for retired workers and for the unemployed. And here trilateral tripartite social dialogue leads to negotiations and concrete agreements with the government concerning concrete laws and legal decisions. Tripartite social dialogue is engaged in agreeing on opinions, on joint opinions. Here we are talking about this macroeconomic policy, the education policy, consumer protection, and for most of certain importance for many member states in the European Union, migration and integration policy issues. That is more or less the scope for meaningful social dialogue. It's not a recipe, it's just examples. Member states, governments and social partners can agree on issues as they like.